I get asked a lot by fans, by readers, by people friends and family who know that I work in the pet industry, when I'm on like podcasts and doing interviews and stuff. A lot of times, one of the most common questions that I'm asked is about the myth on dog years. A lot of people have heard 1 human year is equal to 7 dog years. So they want to know, is that accurate? How long do dogs live? It's a super common question. And so I wanted to make a video to address that and to try to help you figure out how long your dog's life expectancy may be. Obviously, this is nothing that we can ever give you a 100% accurate answer on, but it's definitely something that I can share some information and try to help you figure out a life expectancy. Whether you already have a dog or you're thinking about breeds to pick and you're looking for a dog that's going to be a little bit longer lived than some other breeds. So the short answer is that the average life expectancy of a dog is 10 to 13 years. However, there are so many factors that go into figuring out the longevity of a dog that's really such a generic blanket statement. It's really only accurate for the average dog, a medium-sized, healthy, average dog. So things like breed, size, whether your dog is spayed or neutered, regular exercise, veterinary care, those all go into factoring how long a dog can be expected to live. The average life expectancy of dogs is a very inaccurate estimate. This is because dog breeds vary so greatly in size and genetics. Just to think about all the different breeds there are of dogs, the mixed breeds that are out there, all the mutts that are out there. So it's a really fascinating species to study because of that fact, but it also makes it really hard to give an accurate estimate of how long a dog will live. Some small breeds have life expectancies up to 20 years, while extra large breeds like Great Danes and Newfoundlands may only have the average life expectancy of about 6 to 8 years. So size is a huge factor. Breed is another factor. Breed plays a really large part in a dog's life expectancy, but not as a large of a part as breeding. So as I mentioned, breed, really it's the size of the dog. Those larger breeds tend to have a shorter life expectancy, while the smaller breeds tend to have a higher life expectancy. But breeding is really important to consider. Sadly, we as humans have overbred and inbred dogs. We're trying to get certain traits, breeding hunting dogs, breeding hypoallergenic dogs, breeding dogs for certain sizes. So we've done all of these things and we've bred dogs to get these specific characteristics and traits. And in that, some people have done it very well and in a very healthy way that's good for not only their dogs, but the puppies in the future. But unfortunately, a lot of people take advantage of that and they breed in a really irresponsible way. And that's where we get the overbreeding and the inbreeding. So a lot of well-known purebred dogs carry some really serious possibilities of genetic diseases, life-threatening diseases. Certain breeds have higher rates of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, obesity. So these are things that, unfortunately, due to overbreeding and inbreeding, have become more common in certain breeds. So take that into consideration as well. This is why it's so important for potential pet parents to ensure that they're not only buying puppies from regular breeders, but you're getting information and history on the parents of your puppy as well. For more information on finding a reputable breeder, you can click the link below. There's tips and information on finding a respectable breeder that tests the parents and the litters for genetic problems. If you're going to purchase a puppy, this is something that's really important for you to do. I mentioned regular exercise as a factor, and that's extremely important. One, because activity and exercise helps our bodies to be healthy overall. We already know that. But also, overweight dogs and dogs that don't get enough daily exercise are proven to live a shorter life. There have been studies done on this. The same can be said with humans. Obesity has been linked to life-threatening diseases such as certain cancers. Obese dogs are more likely to get some certain cancers, diabetes, heart failure, kidney disease. All of these have been seen more commonly in obese dogs. So keeping your pet trim and ensuring that he gets plenty of exercise will add years to his life. Did you know that on average, a dog that's been spayed or neutered lives 20% longer than a dog that hasn't? I actually learned that as I was doing research on, debunking the myth of the 1 human year to 7 dog years, and I was really surprised by that. Female dogs are less likely to have serious illnesses of the bladder as well as bladder and breast cancers if they're spayed. Male dogs have fewer instances of testicular and prostate cancers when they're neutered. So actually, spaying and neutering your dog, not only does it stop overpopulation of our pets, which is a great thing, I won't get on that soapbox right now, but it also can actually keep your pet healthier for a longer period of time and add years to their life. And finally, as I mentioned, veterinary care. Access to veterinary care on a regular basis is one of the most important factors that will affect a dog's lifespan. Getting regular health checkups will ensure that any health problems are treated as soon as possible. Your veterinarian can also guide you in prescribing preventative medications for, say, parasites in your area that are more prevalent. So, preventative meds for heartworm and tick-borne illnesses may be necessary depending on the environment that you live in, how much time your dog spends outside, all of that stuff. So your vet will do screenings regularly. They can help treat any problems before they become too severe, and they can look into preventative care for your pet as well to help keep them healthy for as long as possible. As your dog ages, your vet can also recommend changes in care and diet. They'll guide you through providing the best care for your dog throughout their life, from puppyhood all the way through having a senior pet. So that's sure to add years to your dog's life. So all of these factors go into deciding or figuring out an estimate on how many years a dog may live. But as I mentioned, there's so many variables. It's a really inaccurate estimate. The best thing to do is learn from all of these factors and do the things that you can do. Provide adequate exercise, proper nutrition, keep your dog lean, go see your vet frequently, look into those preventative treatments that they may recommend. So all of these things can help us keep our dogs happier, healthier, and living longer.